to the Munster Hurling final and a rare meeting between Clare and Tipperary. 1967 was the last time they clashed in the final, Tip scoring a big win on that occasion. Would it be the same story today, or perhaps the big breakthrough for Clare's hurlers? Well, those questions were answered at the Gaelic Grounds, Limerick, where our commentary team was Ger Canning and Jimmy Barry Murphy.
Time was when a Munster hurling final at Limerick's Port na Gael attracted crowds in excess of 60,000, but with the building of the Mackey stand and general safety provisions, the ceiling has now been reduced to 35,000. And the Clare, following in today's attendance, will once again look to fullback Anthony Daly for another inspired performance, but it may not be easy, because Tip have countered by placing the tall Anthony Cross at full forward with clear instructions to limit Daly's effectiveness. The Bannermen once again start with an unchanged lineup. This means that Declan Tobin and Owen Cleary, who were replaced during the second half against Cork, are once again included from the outset. Tobin rejoins John O'Connell at centre field, while Cleary starts at right half forward. There were two vacancies left in the Tipperary team selected earlier in the week. As it happens, Paul Delaney and John Lahey have been declared fit and wear numbers 2 and 12. The side is skippered by centre-half back Michael O'Mara, who's joined on the line by the recovered Rémi Ryan. Also back is Pat Fox at top of the right, while the forward who loses out is Conor Stakelum. And when these counties last clashed in the final, Len Gaynor was Tip's wing back. Today he coaches this Clare squad, while a playing colleague back in 1967 was Babs Keating, now at the helm in the Premier County. The referee, Terence Murray from Patrickswell in Limerick, the 37-year-old official, getting this 104th Munster hurling final underway. Change of colours for the teams, of course. Tipperary won the toss, up to play against the breeze in the first half. And here they are with Conall Bonner on the attack, up towards Aidan Ryan. Neat pick up by Ryan, looking for the first score. Hooped splendidly there by Moroney. Pat Fox now trying to advance. Cleary trying to get inside, right on the end line. It was a scoring chance. The backs did well. So David Fitzgerald pucking out for Clare, who play in the blue and white this afternoon. The colours of St. Flannan's as well. John O'Connell missing it. So Declan Ryan. Pat Fox again. Starting like they mean business. Cross towards Michael Cleary, having difficulty taking it up. Instead it's Anthony Cross. And Cross puts Tipperary in front. A clubmate of Michael Cleary at Era Oganina. That's a good chance, well availed of.
Well, big day here for Anthony Cross today to see him replace Colin Bonner, or Cormac Bonner, and strikes a lovely point there.
Pat Fox again, good to see him back after a layoff through injury. Brian Lohan, much improved performance against Cork on his Limerick Championship debut. Stephen Sheedy lofting Clare's first attack down towards Gerald Loughlin against Paul Delaney, breaks down towards Cyril Lyons, comes off the leg there of Rémi Ryan, out it goes towards Michael O'Mara. Big testing afternoon for the centre half back and team captain. Sideline ball's been taken splendidly and it's put over the bar. John O'Connell, centre field player, putting the sides level. That was an excellent cut. Well, they'll be hoping to stay level with Tip in this first half, Jimmy.
Well, that's just a tonic Clare needed. Lovely skill and a beautiful score.
Colin Bonner reaching up for it. It's John O'Connell who wins it. Owen Cleary prodding it forward. Conall Bonner going back here, taking it around Cyril Lyons, making his pass across. Moroney covering it down to Michael Cleary, who rarely plays a bad game for Tipperary in the championship. Pat Fox likewise getting there ahead of Lohan, scoring chance, availed of. Lovely play, so fast, brilliantly executed. Well, shades of his form there a couple of years ago when he was one of the very best corner forwards in the country.
Well, Tip looked very sharp. It was quite a good start for them, and Pat Fox showing great control here and had a chance of a goal, I suppose, but sensibly took a point from a fairly difficult angle.
John Russell losing the stick, losing possession. It's Declan Carr for Aidan Ryan. Trying to slip inside John Maroney. Lowen having to be very positive here, beating Pat Fox to it. Comes out as far as Lahey. Happily recovered from injury, and he strokes over another point. John Lahey's first of the afternoon. A calf injury put his place in doubt earlier in the week. But it's 3 points to 1.
Well, again, John Lahey looking very sharp and a lot trimmer than he has for the past couple of seasons. Scores a lovely point there. Good half-forward play, watching the ball back out of the full back line, and takes a lovely point.
Clare, you feel, will have to avail of the breeze in the first half. They're not doing so far. It's Aidan Ryan carrying it on, taking the shoulder from Pat Markin. Still Aidan Ryan outside to John Lahey, waited for the ball, delivered the return ball to Ryan. Such intelligent play. Two Clare backs converged there and left space for Aidan Ryan to notch his first point of the afternoon. One of the earlier championship matches that involved Clare, it was noticeable that their backline was the better unit. Declan Ryan. Now Fox against Brian Lowen. Lowen getting in the challenge, but it's Fox who still has possession. Such a clever player. Ryan carrying it on. Declan Ryan going for his score. And already 5 of the 6 forwards playing for Tipperary have scored. 5 different scorers, and it's 5 points to 1.
Well, Clare simply have made no impact in this match at all. Here again, Pat Fox, yards of space. Declan Ryan inside him again, no one anywhere near him, and a very easy score here for Declan Ryan. But again, good sharp play by Tipperary, and Clare certainly have never got to grips with this game yet.
It's back here to Declan Tobin. Stephen Sheedy under the dropping ball with Michael O'Mara. Sheedy waiting for the ball to come down his way. Jonesy O'Connor going in, not getting it. Instead it's Rémi Ryan. Such a stylish wing back, injured in the league semi-final against Cork. Missed the game that followed. It's going to be Declan Carr who'll take this sideline cut. Tipperary playing it at their own pace right now, very much in command. Illustrated by that goal from John Lahey. They really looked the masters, and ominously there are only 12 minutes gone.
Well, again, good sideline ball here by Declan Carr, and it's Anthony Cross again, who's proving a handful for Anthony Daly, certainly, who was the star of the Clare game the last day. And here you see Anthony Cross goes up to catch it, doesn't catch it himself, but John Lahey reads it well, gets inside his man. You can see his marker again is yards away from him there, and John Lahey can't strike it, but he kicks the ball to the net past the goalkeeper.
So all the attacks yielding scores for Tipperary. Clare having to work hard at the other end, stymied by Michael Ryan, just for now at least. Runs on to Jamesy O'Connor. Clare needing some scores badly. That's a point. The first from play, the other came from a sideline cut. So 6 points between the teams. Len Gaynor on his feet. On towards Declan Ryan. It's Declan Carr again, really motoring. Tipperary looks so fit. A real tribute to their physical preparation done under Liam Hennessy. Conal Bonner now, crossing the 20-metre line. And another score. They are tearing Clare apart at such an early stage in the contest.
Well, Clare again being destroyed here for sheer pace and determination. Declan Carr again kicks the ball ahead of him, and Pat Fox gathers it well. A good catch by Fox, and again Colin Bonner coming in here, no one near him at all, and racing through the Clare defence, and shortens up the swing at a very good point.
Well, Clare will surely consider making some switches fairly soon, but they've been beaten in so many parts of the field it's difficult to know exactly where you start the reconstruction. Jamesy O'Connor, can he provide another score? Angle is tight, but he's got another one. Jamesy O'Connor starting very well here against Rémi Ryan.
And again, James O'Connor's second point he scored today. He takes on the ball here, and Clare need plenty of effort like this and more determination. Strong tackle there by Rémi Ryan, but gets around him, and again from a very difficult angle scores a lovely point to his left hand.
And curiously, the half-forward line for Clare was the line being indicted going into this. Meanwhile, it's the defence which is under real pressure, and Anthony Cross, who started the demolition job, continues it. Every attack producing a score. And a second there for Anthony Cross, who of course will be playing in the Munster football final in 2 weeks' time.
Well, again, you see the amount of time Clare being destroyed in the middle of the field here, and you see Colin Bonner again just tips it inside Anthony Cross, and he has yards of room again. Not an easy chance, but takes a very good point, and he's been very successful at full forward so far.
First switch of the match is made, and Tipperary bring Colin Bonner to left half forward. John Lahey goes to midfield, where already they were winning handsomely, and it's Aidan Ryan tearing through again. The charge of the Light Brigade, it seems. Well, the Saffron Brigade, and Aidan Ryan with a second point. Well, at this rate, how is it going to finish? Just 16 minutes gone.
Well, it's ridiculously easy for Clare, for Tipperary here in these early stages. Clare just aren't at the races, and again Aidan Ryan all the time in the world and scores out an easy point.
Colin Bonner rescuing that one. Instead it's Owen Cleary. His father Sean played against Tipperary back in the 1967 Munster final. Runs on to Cyril Lyons. Clare needing a goal here. Hooked splendidly by Rémi Ryan. Followed up, however, Gerard Loughlin beaten on the whole line by Ken Hogan. And Ken Hogan making the clearance out of defence, only as far as Stephen Sheedy. Sheedy for Clare. Firing it in, Gerard Loughlin, Cyril Lyons. Again, it's Ken Hogan. Ken Hogan making a couple of very good saves in the last two attacks. Aidan Ryan will be mindful of a certain league final here last season when they opened up a big lead against Limerick and lost by a point in the end. This is the Munster final, and that's Lahey firing it over. A goal now and 2 points for John Lahey. No hint of an injury.
Again, as Clare a great chance of a goal there just a second ago, with John Lahey again snapping up the loose ball and scores a lovely point. Looks much sharper and very fast on this game today, and strikes a lovely point.
Back with the action, it's Owen Cleary, stopped this time by the fullback Noel Sheehy. Towards Declan Ryan, strongly built centre half forward, showing a glimpse of the great form he showed a couple of years ago. Dispossessed there by John Chaplin, but there's always somebody backing up. The Clare marking is poor, however, and Aidan Ryan is able to make them pay for it. He was terrific against Kerry. He's now got 3 points in this Munster final.
Well, again, I don't want to be repeating myself, but the amount of space the Tipperary players have here is unbelievable. And again, good play by Pat Fox, spots Aidan Ryan outside him, and this is great teamwork by Tipperary, and scores a lovely point as well.
Chance now to drive some ball down into the Tipperary half and put them under some pressure. Cleary. And saved by Ken Hogan. It's gone by for a 65, the first of the match. Babs looks quite pleased. Nicky English, I'm sure, wondering, will he get a chance? Meanwhile, it's John Chaplin who takes the 65. Saved again by Ken Hogan. Another fine save by the Tipperary netminder. Chaplin out there quickly against Aidan Ryan, winning that duel towards James O'Connor. Ryan getting back. 3 against 2, 110 to 3 points, a bit like the scoreline in that league final we mentioned a little while ago here against Limerick last May. A number of positional switches made in the Tipperary forward line. It's basically a piece of interchange as Anthony Daly is in some trouble against the other Anthony Cross. He's not quite able to get it up on his stick. Declan Ryan beaten for it, and it's John Russell. That's snapped away from him by Aidan Ryan. It reaches Pat Fox, the danger man. Into Cleary, yet another one. They've so many danger men, and this is another goal chance. Michael Cleary gets his name on the score sheet at last. There are 23 minutes gone in the first half, and it looks ridiculously easy.
It's just too easy for Tipperary at the moment, but in fairness, you can't blame them. They're taking their chances as they come. And again, good play by Pat Fox here, gets it inside to Michael Cleary. Thought he was going to shoot from there, but he actually turns inside his man and hits it off his left hand. No chance for the goalkeeper.
It's quite devastating already, and we've only played, well, a little over 23 minutes. John Russell. He'll be hoping now that it's not one of those great big cricket-type scores that were put up here in matches between Cork and Waterford back in 82 and 83, and of course Tip and Waterford also in Porky Quay back in 1989.
Well, Jerry, you can't blame Tipperary. I suppose they went out, they knew what they have to do, and they've started off just in the fashion that they had to. But Clare never have got to grips with this game at all, and you just wonder where that intensity and the determination they showed against Cork and Limerick is.
12 attacks for Tip, 12 scores. Michael Cleary outside the 65-metre line, whipping it in, crossed, going to hit it in. Anthony Daly getting it out, added to over there by John Maroney. Cleared by John Chaplin. Remy Ryan comfortably under it. No real pressure on the wing back. Tobin. Then it's the cornerback who whips that one away, Paul Delaney. Remy Ryan now. Aidan Ryan doing some very good selfless running. And you just begin to wonder where have all the backs retreated to. It's just shooting practice. Anthony Cross a third point against a very, very disappointing Banner side.
Well, again, great clearance here by Remy Ryan, who finds Aidan Ryan in space, and again, no problem at all, just takes a look around. It's just like exhibition stuff, and Anthony Cross has all the time in the world to strike the ball over the bar. Another easy chance.
And all those Tipperary scores have come from play. Conall Bonner. The Tip side in charge just about every department. John Chaplin winning this one, firing it in. Clare needing a goal badly just to stay in this contest, and they get it! That's a bit better. Jim McInerney, and I think it's Jim who's got it. He got a goal in the last round as well. Oh, that will rekindle expectation among the Clare fans.
And again, here you see good play here by the Clare defence, and high dropping ball into Tipperary full back line, and the ball breaks. Jim McInerney stands back, does the right thing, whips in the first time, takes a good goal.
Pressure on the Tip backs once again, but Cyril Lyons can't keep the ball in play. You think of their respective histories, Tipperary with 35 Munster crowns against Clare's 3. Sheedy's beaten for it by Lahey. High up into the air, going for the score. Goalkeeper watched it. Great point indeed by Lahey. That's a goal and 3 points now for him. Really, it's spot the target, and they're popping them over from everywhere and anywhere. I think Fergus Toohey is about to come in very shortly, where he scored the goal against Cork in the second half. Fergus, who can play on the half-forward line. And it's John O'Connell who's been withdrawn, started at midfield where he was well beaten and didn't really make an impact when he was moved into the half-forward line. Fitzgerald getting great length again into his puck outs, down towards Jamesy O'Connor, couldn't hold it. Making it his once again. On his left-hand side, fired in there towards Jim McInerney, and Gerald Loughlin. The back line holding firm, and it's Conall Bonner, who played at cornerback the last day against Kerry. Owen Cleary appeared to be prodded there. There against Lahey, and also Michael Ryan. Cyril Lyons going right there towards the end line, but to keep the ball in play somehow. Still Cyril Lyons, players calling for it. Fergus Toohey, one of them. It's gone off the defender. It's gone by for another 65, the second of the contest. John Chaplin has put it over the bar. He switched from left half to right half. That's his first point of the game. Referee has a quick look at the watch. Blows the end of a first half of clear Tipperary dominance. The first goal from John Lahey after 12 minutes. Then after 23 it was Michael Cleary. Clare's dream of a first Munster title in 61 years. Well, it's merely a dream at this stage. Half-time position, Tipperary 2-13, Clare 1-6.
Yes, Martin, it's a